Alright guys, so I thought I'd start by going over some basics of JavaScript. So I'm going to go over const, let, and var variables. So I started by going to pythontutor.com and then I clicked on the JavaScript. We're going to be doing this in ES6. So I wanted to show first that there are three things that we're going to kind of focus on, which we'll start with const. And so we'll give a variable name, and then we'll give a value, and that could be like whatever it is, right? We're going to put the string of test, and so then we're going to go ahead and we're going to take that variable name and we're going to try to change, basically saying, hey, this should turn into this string of testing. And then we'll go ahead and we'll visualize that. And so when we click this visualization, what it'll do is it'll step through the code and it'll actually show us how it's doing and what it's doing. And so we can actually see that const equals test here. And so we could step through the code here, right? And so we hit next, and then it'll show us like test is now equal to the string of test. We'll click here again, and it'll give us this error, type error assignment to const variable. That's because you cannot reassign const variables. They are a constant, so they do not change. And so if we go ahead and we change this to let, let is a reassignable variable. And so if we hit the visualization tool again, we can actually see, and close this because we fixed that error. And so we could step through again and we'll see test equals a string of test, and then test equals a string of testing. So our code worked correctly. One last thing that we could do is we can actually use var. And so var is the old way, or pre-ES6, I guess, but it's the older way of declaring a variable in JavaScript, and it's global. So const and let have something called scope, which is basically the code block that they're in. That's where they operate. So if you had one code block and another code block, they would only work in the code block that they were inside of, unless they were coming from outside and then going inward. And that's just kind of the way they work. var would work outside, inward, it doesn't matter. It's kind of like a global thing. It can be used anywhere. So if we hit this globalization thing again, we'll go ahead and run this, and we'll see test, and then we'll see testing. And so I hope you guys enjoyed that, and let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything else I can simplify for you or anything else you want me to talk about. All right, have a good day. Bye-bye.